back and forth.
See, look.
Back and forth. Yes, people. Welcome. Arsenal Revolution TV. You already know. Hey, big up to everyone. Big up to the whole chat. What are you saying? Views? How are you feeling today? We can see down here we got Raya, we got White, Skelly, Saliba, Kivior, as always. Partey, Rice is back. Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. He's going full strength. He wants this second place.
Of course he does,
man.
No? Of course he does, man. I mean, yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna do the watch along. I put in my thumbnail race for second. Like, who really cares? Arteta cares. You know, the top gooners care. You know, maybe that will help get a couple more clicks on the stream. But that's about it. In terms of me, do I care? Not really. I mean, obviously, if we do it, I do apologize about this ice cream truck. It's not even that sunny outside as well. But yeah, if we do it, then but
everybody's hustling.
Everyone's hustling, bro. You got to, bro. The Arsenal team, you know, Arteta, he's already been doing it. You know, I think someone put in one of the groups I'm in. You know, he's done an interview today. He's talking about the red cards. He's talking about the injuries. Like I said, top gooner bingo. Do you know what I mean? Top gooner bingo. And this is where they all get it from. So yeah, I mean, look, if we do it,
we talk about today as usual.
If we do it, we do it. You know what I mean? If we don't, we don't. I'm kind of on the side where if we don't, then good. You know what I mean? You know, like feel the pain. No more excuses from these top gooners. And just quickly on Rice, I'm not happy about that, to be fair. You know what I mean? This is the reason why we've got all these hamstring injuries this season. You know, you just keep trying, keep rushing, no faith in no one else. But yeah, I'll stop waffling. But yeah, you know, Rice, that ain't a good move for me. And if we get second, we get second. Who cares?
Who cares? We heard Henderson, Crystal Palace goalkeeper. He was singing 12th place. Who cares? We won the FA Cup. Something in that kind of like, yeah. And I totally get what he means. You know what I'm saying? The aim of the game is winning trophies. But obviously, we can get more in depth. We'll talk about that more in depth in another stream. But we got Shane, superstar Shane. What are you saying, man?
Oh, good, man. Thanks for having me on. Got a bit of a head cold, so I sound a bit Barry Whitish. It's just that my head cold's kicking in. Oh, baby. But yeah, look, you know, it is the race for second, as you said. Who really gives a shit? You know, those last two Arteta interviews, I just keep thinking he can't get any worse, and then he gets worse. You know, sorry, give me a second. Yeah. I keep thinking he can't get any worse, and then he says more nonsense. And if you saw the one that he did, I think it was with your man Arsblog, where he's on stage. I think Lee covered it last night. I clicked off at that stage.
Oh yeah, you guys went
coming out like the Messiah to all these cheers and all. It was I couldn't believe it. And then be getting drip fed these questions like the pre-conference there yesterday, day before. I think it was, oh, do you think you get enough credit for how you've turned this club around and all? Come on, man. I mean, if he's getting asked these questions, we have no hope. I was looking at Sky Sports today, and it was like, is Arteta under pressure? Not even does he deserve to go. Is he under pressure? Right? And all these so-called pundits, every single one of them saying that if they'd be mad to sack him. Every last one of them. And I'm looking going, well, you don't watch football then. And then some of them are saying, 2 or 3 signings and he's made.
Oh, for
but
fuck's sake.
They mustn't do their homework. Like, look, all the homework we do, all the homework like that Aaron does, and we all do, and we check the wage budget and the players that are leaving. It's like they don't bother with any of that. They're like the top gooners. They don't bother with any of that. They don't seem to realise all the players that are leaving. They don't mention the injuries. They don't mention... And of course, first thing, injuries and red cards. Right, both your fault. They're both your fault. The injuries are your fault. And the red cards, you don't control your players. They're both your fault. But he blames it like it's an external thing. But yeah, listen, I went through the comments on your man, Semiu, is that his name? Fucking that goon, right? He had put up a thing about...
you said about him. Sorry to interrupt you. What did you say? He can only get
he can only get a Semiu for his wife. He gets a full one for fucking Arteta, man. But the comments were just all praising Arteta. So he's got what, 60,000, whatever he's got. So they all believe what he says. Egal's got 30,000. They all believe what he. That's why I call these people dangerous. That's why I call them dangerous, because they all believe anything they say. Oh, injuries, suspensions. They okay, Arteta's great. You know what I mean? And like I've had now 2 days in a row, I've had their minions coming in and attacking me. I don't go in and attack them. You know what I mean? I'll slag them on my stream, but that's what they're like. You back them into a corner, they're like rats, man. They attack them as soon as they're backed into a corner. But yeah, listen, I went a bit off. I went a bit off topic there, but yeah, I'm just the match is just a bit meh to me. You know, Havertz on the bench, yay. Rice being forced back, give him a rest. play, give him a fucking rest. Like, you know, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's going to ruin all that. He's going to ruin that, man.
Facts. Big up to AFC always, man. Thanks for putting in the starting lineup. Always love. I'm trying to mod you, but for some reason I can't find you. But yeah, big up to AFC, man. My guy. Gavin, big up to you, my friend. Mems. We got Mems here saying big up Rashid. Hughes and Shane. Look, you probably don't care about the match. Yeah, we don't. But I see Newcastle winning 2-1. Do you know what? I actually said 2-1 as well, but we get into that afterwards, the last bit of the show. Big up BBK. Big up BBK. Havertz back in the squad, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Listen, BBK, yeah? BBK, big up to yourself. Big up yourself. You see Havertz, yeah? He is the midfielder next year. He's going to be the midfielder. I don't see Arteta buying another midfielder. I don't know about you guys, but I think Zubimendi, and that's about it. And Zubimendi's kind of like another Jorginho, right? So he plays number 6. So left 8, we've got Rice, Havertz. Absolutely terrible, bro.
Moreno.
Unless he's planning to drop Odegaard next season.
I didn't even mention him. You know why I didn't mention him? We can't mention Moreno. You can't. You can't be serious.
Look, state of our club, man. State of our club.
Crazy, man. I don't know who.
We're praising Havertz coming back, but you know what I mean. Like the Arsenal website.
How many times did you see on Insta?
Unbelievable.
Bro, not even that.
It's Havertz, though. It's Havertz. Like, you know, it'd be different. It's like Bergkamp returning from injury or something. Okay, we're all right. It's fucking Havertz.
It's Havertz. When I saw the manager, like, oh, you know, the Matrix, you know, he's looking so well, he's looking so good. In the interview, bro, when he sat up from that interview, his boxers were soggy, innit? You know what I'm saying? His Havertz is coming back. His Havertz. That's it.
65 million, man. 65 million down the drain. But yeah, it is what it is. Mems is saying if Arsenal lose today, they'll drop to 4th. It's okay. We went for the Champions League. We got the semi-final.
City's goal,
We weren't focused on the league. That's what's gonna happen. That's what they're gonna tell us, man. BBK saying Havertz will see the pitch before Ethan today. Facts.
Yeah.
Sacrilege,
which is criminal.
Absolute sacrilege.
What does Ethan need to do to get a game? Like, when is he ever gonna get a game? He's gonna probably leave, innit? But I want him. I want him to leave on loan. So just by the time he can come back, innit? Like, by the time he comes back,
gone. Yeah,
Arteta's gone. That's what I want. But
if I was him, out of principle, I'd say I want to leave for good. Out of principle, I'd say it. I'd say no, fuck you, I'm leaving. If enough players go to Bertha like that, with that hatred of Arteta, they'll have to start going, all right, okay. Because I can see all the players, like I've said before, but they see all their mates dropping with injuries and being forced back. Yeah. I mean, they must have a group where they're going, this is ridiculous, lads. We have to say something. You know what I mean? Like you do in work when there's a toxic boss that you hate. After a while, it gathers momentum. It just takes one person to say it. And then everybody starts saying, yeah, let's go to the owner and fucking say it. Like, you know.
True. But I just feel like they're not going to say it because I've said it before, I feel like these players are very happy to be here. Because let's be honest, most of them, Arsenal are the biggest club they can actually get into. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Apart from Arsenal, who would probably take Moreno, who would probably take Calafiore, who would take Zinchenko.
Nobody of Arsenal is.
I don't feel like they're going to get a better club than Arsenal. So imagine us playing for Arsenal and we're not going to get a better club than Arsenal. You think we're going to turn around and cast Arteta? And Arteta, you know how much power that guy has. But yeah, man, Havertz will see 100%. BBK, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Ethan, Chelsea women's team just completed the domestic treble. Get the manager. Big up Vigilante, man, with the sickest name in the game. Legend. Big up Rashid, Hughes and Shane.
Big up.
Yeah, one of the real ones, bro. I'm saying, so have Arsenal got the green light for Gyökeres? Yeah, that's what they told us. Transfer talk.
But you know the joke is quickly though, Rashid. Yeah, quickly though. Yeah, this morning I've gone on to Sky Sports, just kind of just what I do, and I'm seeing Frimpong medical on Monday.
Straight away.
What's the deal? Like he's on a release clause. The first thing I done was I went down. Let me check. Is he on a release clause? Yes, he is. So why isn't Gyökeres having a medical Monday as well? This is
I think he's holding off, Hughes.
I'm telling you, don't get so wrapped up thinking it's a done deal.
I'd say there's about 4 clubs ahead of us that he's waiting on, and if all of them don't go in for him, then he'll settle for us.
Definitely. Who's the clubs? I think Man United.
I think United. I think United, Barcelona.
Okay, that's a shout.
I wouldn't be shocked if Chelsea. Madrid did. if Madrid did, because they don't have an out-and-out striker. I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be surprised.
Obviously,
but I just think that's another thing. I think Liverpool will be looking at him. They need a striker. Why wouldn't they be looking at him?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's other teams, Newcastle, if they're going to sell Isak, but that won't happen until next season, I don't think. But there is teams out there, I think, and if I don't think Newcastle will, right, and I don't think Madrid will, but all the other teams you mentioned, he would rather go there than us. I can guarantee he'd rather go there than us for the sheer reason that Arteta will absolutely destroy him. I mean, you have to remember that he made it really late. He was playing for Coventry 2 years ago.
I was
he scored 17 goals that season.
Yeah. I was watching
26, 27. Yeah,
I was watching
so he's 26, 27 now.
Yeah,
so
when you first started seeing him score goals, sorry to interrupt you. No, shut up. He kind of made himself what he is now. I was watching all those Coventry goals. I was watching the Sporting goals. Who else was he? I think he was on loan at Swansea or something like that.
Yeah. And they just get better.
He only started doing that very late. And basically that is what's turned him into what he is now. But when I was watching all of the goals, I'm like, he can nutmeg. He's got a strike. He can head.
He's a top player. He's a top player, but it just took him ages to which is like Eze. Eze's the same. Eze came through the lower divisions, and Ian Wright was the same. He was 28 when he signed for Arsenal. And I've been saying on my streams, I love players like that. They're so hungry when they get their chance.
Yeah.
They never lose that hunger because
Robertson was like that as well, isn't it? Robertson was like that as well.
Never lose that hunger because they didn't come through at 17 and be like Ethan doing ads and fucking Reebok deals and Nike deals and all this. They came through the hard way where they thought, if I don't perform, Vardy's the same. If I don't perform, I could drop back into that again. And they're just so hungry then because they're making up for lost time. The whole time they're making up for lost time. So he'd be a top player. But that's why I think that he would be like, well, I can't take the risk of this form dropping, and he will make my form drop, or else I'll get injured, or else I'll be forced to track back all the time. You know what I mean? And I just see us being a very, very last resort for him. In fact, I think he'd nearly rather fucking stay than come to us. I'm being honest with that. I think he'd rather stay where he is.
You never know. I mean, Sesko stayed and avoided Arsenal. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So you never know with Arsenal. But big up Luca in the chat. Salute to you, my friend. Vigilante is saying Vardy started at Fleet. I like Vardy, bro. Vardy's my kind of striker. You know what I'm saying? He's a cunt. You know what I'm saying? He's a cunt. He's fast. He's tricky. Do you know what I'm saying? Very, very. He's a killer. He's got that killer. This is the thing, with strikers, I don't want to do the whole false nine. I don't want to do it. I don't want it again. Do you know what I'm saying? We tried it with Gabriel Jesus. I'll be real. I thought that maybe Gabriel Jesus would work for us. But it's not working. I don't want a false nine. I want a killer. And I want a killer now. Not to buy me a player and then we have to wait for him. No more time. We ain't got time for that. It's 6 years in deep. We don't have the time for that. But man.
And he's got that big 9 on his back, bro. And that ain't like 9.5. It ain't like the Harry Potter thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's that platform 9 3/4? It ain't none of that shit. This is the real deal number 9. I was watching him all yesterday, and I'm like, I'm sold, bro. No, I know what you're saying about YouTube, but I was watching everything.
He is good.
Coventry, like everything I was watching, and I see too much. There's too much there. There's too much there to say he comes and does that at the Emirates, bro. He's a cult hero, bro. Cult.
Yeah.
But just be careful because, as Shane said, I don't know if we're destination number 1.
No. Yeah, and will we play the tactics to suit him? Will we play the tactics to suit him? Every club now when he's at Sporting, that whole team is built around feeding him the ball. Where when he comes into our team, Arteta will say, we believe you make these runs and you make that run, and he'll be like, hang on. At Sporting, he makes the runs, and then the next week in training, they go, well, this is the run he makes, so this you need to play it through to him. You know what I mean? So it's be the opposite. He'll just stifle him. I'd be afraid he'd stifle him, but we'll see.
No, facts, man. Big up Dazza in the chat. Big up to you, Dazza Smoke.
Legend.
Big up, man. Big up. But how are you feeling about the game today? Are you okay with this starting lineup? How do you feel? What are we gonna do? What's your prediction for this game? Views. What's your thoughts, man?
Well, I'm just hoping for a draw. Like my real hope is that Arteta's just gonna stink it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what else we can do against Newcastle. I predicted 3-1 on my channel to Newcastle, not to Arsenal. And Shane said, where are we getting the 1 from? Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's right. You're right.
A set piece.
It's just
a set piece, no? Yeah, but they got Dan Burn in that. They got Dan Burn. It's long.
Well, we ain't got Moreno, but the donkey might come on. And as BBK said, he'll probably see pitch before Ethan. Like I said, sacrilege, man. Big up Dr. Seymour Butts. He was on the intervention not long ago, and he's just said it right. We need to cut this cancer out of our club. You said Rashid, Sesko turned us down. You know why? Because he didn't want to play second fiddle to Havertz. You understand what I'm saying? This guy is a detriment to the club. Like he's, so as for today, like I said, it is what it is. If we don't win and we lose and we go fourth, then let all the top gooners hold that. That's how I feel about it. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, let's just end the season, Dave. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Like I think we'll make it into the
We want to go
Champions League.
beach. Do you know what I'm saying? When is this season going to end? We want to go beach. We want to go Spain, us, and this beautiful chat that we have. Big up to the chat, man. Like and subscribe to the mandem, of course, and smash the likes up. Shane, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts?
I have it as 2-0 to Newcastle in my Super 6. I think the only way we'll get a point is if it's 0-0. I think the only way we'll get a point if it's 0-0.
Can I just add something, and tell the people? Yeah. Shane was one of the few people that was saying that PSG are going to smoke us. Continue.
Yeah. And I called Palace for the final as well. I called Palace.
I didn't hear that one.
I said to be fair, I did say City would probably, but I have a real sneaky feeling for Palace. And the second I saw the lineup, I went Palace at them. They had no defensive midfielder. I don't know what City were thinking with no defensive midfielder. That was insanity to start with. Guardiola looks like Arteta now. He just looks absolutely gormless. He looks clueless.
Yes.
He needs to take a break. He needs to take a break from football.
This system,
they need ideas, man. He needs to walk away for
keeping the ball. Yeah,
it's gone too far.
Sorry, just wanted to add, but this system, Shane, of getting the ball and moving it around and playing the safe passing, it's just not working no more. They know the kryptonite. They have the kryptonite to it. All you need to do is defend properly, solid as a team, and then hit them on the counter.
And break
them on the counter. And break.
That's it.
You've seen Newcastle done it for us 3 times this season. Have been fourth.
Eddie Howe's got the number, bro. He knows it off by heart. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when they have the players to punish it, you know what I mean? That's why we've drawn so many against shit teams, because we just, they can only get 1 against us, where Newcastle have the quality to get 2 or 3 when they break against us. But this Man City thing and this Guardiola thing, I always say it like it's just a bastardized version of what Pep ball used to be, right? Yeah. But when people forget that when he was at Barcelona, when he first started doing it, he learned it from Cruyff, right? And Cruyff learned it from Mertens, and it goes back to that Hungarian team of the 50s. It's come all the way through, and it's just being tweaked ever so often. But when Pep did it, people forget now that it wasn't sideways passing. They did tiki-taka in around their own half, and until someone got out of place, and then Busquets would release it, and they're gone. You know what I mean? It was never slow. People remember it being slow. It wasn't slow. It was ping, ping, ping. It would be slow for a while. It'd be slow, and then someone would get drawn in, and they're gone. The space is gone. Bang. He's got 2 now. He's 2 people on 1, and it would go. So Pep has actually fallen into the trap of playing the wish version of his football that everybody else plays. He's actually started playing the wish version of it. Like Arteta plays the wish version of it, the awful version of it. But you need something like when you do break, like you need Suarez, Neymar, and Messi up front, or you need Julie, Pedro, and Messi up front, or you need Etu up front.
Or Ronaldo, Benzema, and
exactly. You can't do it with fucking Havertz and Martinelli. You just can't. Or Marino and Martinelli. It doesn't work. And they used to harry play. They brought in the defensive system where you didn't need big guys anymore. You just harried them. You followed them around, energy, and you win it back as quick as possible. So then you can slow down, and they're chasing you, and you pop it about. You tire them out. But now Arteta's doing it where it's just lock up. Now Inter do the lock up thing. They lock up as well. But if you watch that game against Barcelona, the second they break, everyone's gone. Every single player's gone. And the manager says, right, defensive, this is my formation, this is the tactics. When we're defending, you better be strict with it. Fair, that's fine, fair enough. But when we break, do what you want to do. Do what you have to do to score. If you want to go, go, go. Just like if he goes, you stay. And, proper. Let them make on-field decisions. Let them feel how the game's going. But Arteta now is like, all right, you stop, you go, you back. And if they're breaking down one wing, why is he making the other wing track back so fast? I mean, the odds of it coming all the way across. But it's just ridiculous.
That's one of the problems we have as well, yeah? You see how Saka, against PSG, against Real Madrid, how many times he crossed the ball into that box and he found no one? That's one of the problems. This is the problems where you get people to run back and defend, or players, you can run back and defend. That's what happens. You don't have enough players in that box to finish those chances. And then they're like, oh, but Saka crossed the ball and there was no one. No shit, Sherlock. There's a reason why. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why.
And we got a team full of molasses as well. Like Saka's obviously not, he's not kind of a speedy or as kind of breakneck as he was. Havertz ain't fast. Moreno ain't fast. Trossard ain't fast. Martinelli's fast, but he don't lift his head up. He's a striker. You put him on left wing. Like it's just all disjointed. Do you know what I mean? As you said, this ain't bloody Benzema, Ronaldo. It's not none of these people. They barely got pace.
Yeah, and the thing is, when they do, because so apparently if we sign a striker, right, all our problems go away, right? If we sign a striker, if the board get Martinelli his striker, if the board get Arteta his striker, as the fans like to say, if he gets him his striker, we'll be okay, right? But the thing is, if we get a striker like a Gyökeres, they don't understand that he'll be told to do exactly what Havertz and Mourinho do. He'll be told to keep going back into midfield. He'll be told to track back. So when we cross the ball, he still won't be in there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to change the whole tactics. They don't understand. They think that he's just going to be like a magnet and like Saka will go to fucking pass the ball back and we'll just shoot towards him. It won't work that way. He'll be made drop back. He'll be
sorry, just to jump in there, Shane. The only thing, right? And obviously like I said, I've been watching him for like 2 hours last night, right? The only thing that he could probably do to battle this, because we know what Arteta's like. That's why he tells Havertz and Moreno drop into the midfield, false 9. That's why he inverts Skelly into the midfield, because he wants to pack out the midfield. It's 5 against 3 now, yeah? And it don't always work when you're trying to be quick on the transition. But anyway, I digress. The only thing that could benefit for Gyökeres is that he's a lot faster than Moreno. He's a lot faster than Havertz, and he can actually half turn and run. That's what I saw a lot in his highlights. He was down
very good
halfway line, half turning and sprinting, leaving defenders or really putting it on the defenders and driving. That's the only thing that he could do to battle Arteta's system, but he is going to have to be battling. That's absolutely right what Shane said.
But that's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it, is that he'll have to battle a system. Your own player having to battle a system to benefit the team. To benefit the team. It's insanity, man.
Not good enough, man. Not good enough.
No.
But big up the BBK. Smash the likes up, man, them and sub to the lads. But yeah, man. Nems is saying, DJ Crane is saying, Hulk Havertz now. Big ups. Hulk Havertz, man.
Have you seen Ozil?
Ozil, like he
oh my god. Yeah, man. He got real jacked up.
Fucking hell. Ozil used to be skinny. You remember? Like he used to be.
Henry's the same. Henry's massive now. Henry is huge, man. Yeah, man. Henry. Bigger than he was. I
only see him in the CBS suits. You know what I mean? So
no, he wouldn't be like the Ozil thing now, or the Sergio Ramos where he's muscle on muscle. But man, he is big, man. Right. Michael Richards put out a video of them in the gym, and Michael Richards in bits on the ground. He couldn't keep up with him, and you just see Henry with the tight t-shirt on. He's fucking huge, man.
Fucking
jacked up. Yeah.
Big up Henry, man. TT, man like TT. Arsenal end up getting a bad injury today. Probably he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
More chance of that than a goal.
By the way,
there is more chance of that than a goal.
By the way, this is Newcastle's lineup. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it.
No,
Wilson
up top.
You saw it. Isak's out. Could be.
All I saw.
So it's a different game. That's a different game. Wilson, and you got Gordon on the left. Barnes, market opportunity. Livermento, market opportunity. Tonali, market opportunity. Bruno Guimaraes said no to Arsenal. And you got Murphy. You got Murphy on the right. And then you got Dan Burn, Botman. Botman's a good defender, by the way. Very underrated. And Shaw. Pope as a goalkeeper. That's what they got. So they ain't got
I think on 4-4-2, are they?
Oh no, they went with a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-2-1. So when they defend, they're like a 5. Okay. They got Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes playing.
Of course they are.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, how do you beat Arsenal? Tactics, guys.
Small margins, guys.
Small margin.
I do think, and I wanted to check this. I thought that one team in England losing to the same team 4 times might not have happened before, but it had. It's happened quite a bit, actually. But I do wonder that if one team has it happened? Played someone in England 4 times and not scored against them. Because if we don't score, that could be another record. And someone checked the Arsenal have definitely in their whole history never lost to the same team 4 times. So it'll be another classic Arteta record today if he loses.
That's a break.
First Arsenal manager ever. So he broke the one with Bournemouth. Yeah. The first time we've ever lost to the same team 4 times. So he'll break that record. He get Bournemouth their record. They've never beaten us twice. He get them that as well. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, but small margins, guys. Injuries, guys.
So if we lose today, this will be the first time in our history, or what would it be?
The first time in Arsenal's history that we've lost to the same team.
That is madness. Break another fucking record.
Why aren't Sky talking about it? Why aren't Sky talking about it? You know what I mean?
They're hiding. Come on, we know. They're all friends.
Problem. Yeah.
Part of the problem.
They should be asking him about. They should be saying that to him in interviews.
They signed
Did
that
you know that?
contract.
They should be saying that. Yes, they did.
The only players that actually talk for facts about this club, yeah, are the players that don't need this club's money. TT
Henry.
don't need.
Yeah.
He doesn't need
T.
Arsenal's money. He's
Tony
huge.
Adams.
He can. Do you know what I'm saying? He's huge. He'll always get a gig. Thierry Henry will always get a gig.
Of course.
Always. You got Petit.
Petit.
He
Yeah.
speaks facts as well. Petit.
Yeah.
He must be doing his thing as well. Who else would speak facts for this club? Who else? Martin Key on that fucking. Oh my days! Do you hear what Martin was on? Oh my.
He's going down in my. He's going down in my estimation. And I love that guy.
Legends, bro. I know legends. I know
the winners, man. True winners saying this shit, man. They know what it's like. Playing under George Graham and Arsene Wenger, and you're going to say, "Oh yeah, more time." Give me a fucking
Ian Wright.
Ian Wright, that breaks my heart as well, man. Really breaks. I know he's a positive guy. And he doesn't wish ill on people. So I'll give him a little pass for that. That I don't think he has it in him to want someone to get fired or want. So I'll give him a pass on that. But the Henry thing, man. I mean, apparently, he said in an interview recently he has to pay for tickets if he wants to watch ours.
Shit, you know why? We know why
to be there. Yeah.
We know why TT needs to pay tickets. Come on,
David O'Leary was fucked out as well, man. David O'Leary was fucked out as well. I haven't seen him in years.
Man.
And he's an outspoken guy. He's an outspoken guy, and he'd call it like it is, you know. The old Irish blood, man.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be able to say anything else.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Big up AFC, man. Me and the missus, our kids are going Cyprus. Hey.
Nice.
Man, Cyprus is beautiful. I only saw it. I've never been there. I've never been there, but I haven't been there yet, yeah. But I had a girl that told me about it. Do you know what I'm saying? She told me Cyprus was lit. I can't lie. Because she was Cypriot. She was Greek Cypriot.
Yeah.
She was Greek Cypriot. So, wow. Have you been to Cyprus?
Yeah. 3 times, bro.
I've been to one of the islands, all right.
Yeah. Because I used to go Iron Napa and that when I did music. And it's a lovely island, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on there, mate.
Yeah. There's other quieter ones around it, though. There's quieter ones around it.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, shit. Okay. You can't talk about it. Okay. Vigilante. Okay. No. Vigilante, big up, man. I need a weekend in Amsterdam. Have a good small. Amsterdam's lit. I can't lie. I went Amsterdam. It is madness. Amsterdam, bro.
Just there in January.
Expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Are you going January?
Yeah. Last January I was there. Yeah.
But a portion of chips. Yeah, I know that chips were originally from. I think it was Holland and Belgium. I don't know why it's called French fries, but we're not gonna get into that as well. But so it's Holland and Belgium. My bro, the chips with a little bit of mayonnaise, that's like what, 10, 11 euros? Fucking madness, man.
Bro, I was there. I went Friday and I came back Sunday and I done £700.
There you go, yeah.
Fuck. I can believe you, bro. I'll believe that, bro. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, Danny reacts saying Rice probably got issues still, along with God, who knows. But let's play them in a new kit last whole season. New kit, go guy the new kit, guys. Fuck off, man. New kit for what? For what? Man, them don't buy a new kit until we start winning. Don't buy anything.
Old one, by the way. This ain't new. Yeah. This is very old. Like,
yeah.
I'll tell you that now.
Here's where some people have kids and everything, and you know, their kids like, oh, dad, can you buy me a kit? I mean, I would, you know what I'm saying? My dad didn't really like football, to be honest. He was just buying it for me. He didn't care about football, but I really cared. So I buy. Can I get an Arsenal shirt? Can I get an Arsenal shirt? You're gonna get me an Arsenal shirt. I'm gonna keep on nagging. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna annoy you. I'm gonna annoy you all day until you get me that Arsenal shirt. But yeah, man, big up Kangumba. Hi BBK. How are you? Arsenal versus Newcastle. It win for Newcastle. My manager of the season is Eddie Howe. Wow. Eddie, who's your manager this season, Views? Who's your manager this season? Mine's Arnie Slot, straight away.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a toss-up between Slot and Howe, because, like I said, you know, Howe, he's been a little bit up and down this season, but what he's done in the, 2.5, 3 years that he's been at Newcastle, do you know what I mean? They've won their first trophy in like 70 years, you know, it's not the first time, you know, if they qualify this year, it ain't going to be the first time they've been in the champs. You know, if they beat us today, they could finish second. Do you know what I mean? So when you put it into when you put it into perspective, you have to say that's up there. But like I said, for someone like Slot, who I've been complimenting all season, my word is competent. That's what I've been using all season for this guy. Do you know what I mean? To come in and just to say, fuck your PRO or your fucking phases or
Let's
any
do
of that.
it now.
Just bang, you know, like that. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one, man. A toss up. I'd say if I could give it to both of them, I would. If not, I'd probably say just about how. But Onslaught is definitely up there, man. Like he's come and just embarrassed Arteta this year. That's for sure.
You know what I love about Arne Slot as well? He was like Klopp. Klopp left him a great team, and all he needed is just a little tweak here, a little tweak there. Salah, don't defend. You do this, you do that. He made all the players better. He made all the players better. Obviously, Van Dijk and Salah were always great, you know, because they're like a level above the other players, obviously. Luis Diaz cooking. Gravenberch. Come on, man. Everybody. I watched Gravenberch this season. I was like, shit, man, this guy's a baller.
Been cooking this season.
You get me? Like Kanate was cooking. Arnold, it's madness. What's your Shane? Who's your manager of the season?
I'd have to give it to Slot for the same reasons that he came in. If had it still been Klopp, I would have said, you know, Eddie Howe. But just because it's first time in the country, never managed here before, only had money to sign an injury-prone player. And like you said, all the players he improved. He improved so many of them. He improved Salah, which you didn't think was possible. He's made him more of a complete player. He's setting up goals, more assists than ever, stuff like that. Gravenberch was in and out of Klopp's team. Was he an 8? Was he a 6? No, now he's one of the best 6s in the league. He proves everyone like a proper manager. And you know what? If Arteta had walked into that team, he would have gone, right, I need to get rid of all these big personalities. I need to get rid of that. He would have, though. He would have, I need to get rid of Van Dijk.
He would have got rid of
Salah. Salah doesn't track back. I need to get rid of him. Nunez is starting every game up front because he works hard. You know what I mean? This is what would have happened. It would have happened. They would have finished in 5th or 6th if he had taken that job. And if we had gotten Slot with the players we had, we would have won the league. I've said that for months now. I've been saying that for months. When people say managers aren't important, I said, hypothetically, go into the summer before now. We sack Arteta. We go, right, Slot come in, and Liverpool go, okay, we're stuck. We'll get Arteta in. We win the league if that happens this season. We don't have all the injuries. Havertz doesn't play that much up front. You know what I mean? Martinelli probably plays up front. Saka isn't forced to track back. Martinelli's not forced to track back. You know what I mean?
Plays in the
Tierney plays at left back.
Yeah.
Just suddenly then Zinchenko would be subbing in for Odegaard. He'd probably get a song out of Odegaard. He'd say stop tracking back as well. When you get the ball, you're going to have runners now. You're going to have runners from Martinelli.
I think you're the one that said, Shane, that Odegaard, because he tracks back, by the time he's on the
Martinelli.
You know what I'm saying? They're all knackered by the time.
If your body's knackered, you can't think properly. You know what I mean? And professional sport is that split second. That's what Wenger said. The difference between a world class player and then the elite, like the Ronaldos, the Henrys. He said in that split second, when another player needs another second, they make a decision and it's nearly always right. You know what I mean? But tired body, tired mind. Like when they're all forward and they're absolutely shattered, half the time you just want to give the ball to someone else. You know, that's why they stop and lay it back. So if he had to come in, I'm telling you, we'd be a completely different team. Like I said, suddenly then the midfield looks stacked because he's going, okay, left 8, I have Miles Lewis-Skelly. I have Rice if he wants to play him there. I have Zinchenko. Number 10, I have Odegaard or even Zinchenko there. And then I have Wanyeri. He'll get a lot of games. You know, or Wanyeri will come in. I'll rest Saka for this game and Wanyeri will play. It suddenly look like we have a massive squad. You know what I mean? But because Arteta goes, right, well, you're a left back and I don't need a left back. You're out. And then you go, well, Zinchenko's actually a 10. No, he's a left back and I have a left back, so he's not playing. Yeah, he's so narrow-minded. But I genuinely mean, if you went back in time and you were able to Marty McFly it, that he would end up, if we got him and they got Arteta, they'd finish outside the top 4 and we'd fucking win the league. There's a guarantee. It seems like a bold statement, but it's not.
No. Just to caveat that, a great example, because we're talking about Liverpool's Klopp, right? Why was he able to come in and battle Pep? Because he is a man manager. That's why I said he, for me, would be perfect, even more than Alonso, to go to Madrid, because it's a team of individuals, but he will get more out of them because he's a competent coach. He's a man manager. Whereas when you look at Arteta, you just want to smack him. Imagine him coming in your face, more than you can believe. You're going to be like, this guy ain't going to motivate me. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't even know what you're talking about.
What was he saying? All for nothing. He was saying something to Nuno Tavares. Out of all the players, he was onto him. He was onto him about something like, do you want to play at the top level? Do you want to play at the top level? Of course, they're not.
I'm just like, bro, like these guys don't even rate you no more. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that. I don't think he motivates them anymore. So yeah, just to caveat what Shane was saying, that a manager is 50% of the job alongside the team. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 100%.
Facts. Big up Jezza in the chat. Big up Jezza in the chat, man.
Legend.
Big up. Mems is saying, did you waste your money on the Arsenal? No.
Not a hope.
No. Why? I'm saying I'm not. When I was a kid, yeah, maybe, because I didn't know any better. But now, no.
I think you read that one.
Yeah, I think I read that one still. Yeah. It will be blamed on a red card from 2023.
Yeah.
Also, it win Newcastle. Okay, big up Comba. AFC saying Keon, Parla, all on Arsenal payroll. Facts. Well, even Wright and Super Kevin Campbell. Facts, man. Facts. All of these guys. I'm 100% there on the payroll. 100%. Danny Reacts is saying looks like he's 100% not getting sacked before new season. Yes,
I know.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Even Berta, like, you can't just come in and sack him straight away. He needs to give him that 1 year. You have to.
Wish you could.
Hey.
Legend. Salute. Jezza, what you saying, man? But yeah, Mems is saying Ian Wright didn't agree with Paul Scholes' comments. He hates it when people criticize Arsenal. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing. There's a lot of Arsenal fans that think that you have to back the club. You have to back anybody that wears the jersey. Yes, but not blindly. Not blindly. No, you don't have to back them blindly. You back them, but you back who deserves to be backed. That's who you back. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, everybody's saying big up. Rashid, you should try a spice back. Nah, no, I'll pass. Glasner winning Palace. I get paranoid. I'll be real. I get paranoid. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not for me. But yeah, man. Vigilante saying Glasner winning Palace. Winning Palace. Sorry, my bad. Winning Palace their first ever trophy deserves recognition. Facts, man. Facts. They must be buzzing. You know what? I was happy for them. I used to work in Crystal Palace Park, yeah, in the market there, and it was a beautiful market, by the way. There, anybody that's been there, beautiful Crystal Palace fan, and Crystal Palace fans are one of the loudest fans in London. Loud. You know what I'm saying? Loud. But yeah, they totally deserve it, man. They totally deserve it. Big up to them, man. Big up to them. Big up Dazza, big up Mems, big up all of them, man. Big up Mems. Mems is saying I have spare tickets to the Bilbao final. Would you like to join? At least you'll be at a final. Where's the final? Where's the final for the Europa League?
Bilbao.
In Spain.
Yes, in this. Yeah. That's why it's such a fucking. That's why there's such an embarrassment for not getting past United. You know what I mean? Because the final was there in Bilbao. Like.
It was there for the taking, innit? It was there for the taking. But yeah, Mems, I don't know. I have a Man United fan if you want me to pass on. He probably like the tickets. But yeah, man, Vigilante is saying I can't go to go to another team. I'm sorry, man. Anyway. Yeah. Didn't Palace only concede 1 goal in the FA Cup this season?
Whole way through.
No way.
And they still scored a lot. It just shows that you can be defensive and still score.
Is that true?
1 goal through the whole thing. Yep.
Wow.
You know, we've only won 2 FA Cup games since we won it in 2020.
Yeah, against Oxford and Palace.
Oh, wow.
Haven't got past the 4th round.
Wow. It is what it is, man. But yeah, big up to them. Wow, 1 goal. Yeah, that's an achievement. I'll be real. Danny React is saying you can sense the top gooners are nervous. We don't get 2nd place and they're goddamn. And by the way, you know what? Arteta would never win the FA Cup with that team. With Palace's team, never.
No, we wouldn't get past the 3rd round. Wouldn't get past the 3rd round. He'd be out.
Facts. We had a way better team than that one. We had a way better team.
You couldn't have won the Carabao with Newcastle either. I don't think you'd get the best out of that team either. They'd all be running backwards. That's the thing.
He's had to be out the wing. He would though. He would. He'd play him as the left wing. I guarantee you. He's quick.
He'll play him as a left winger, innit? Yeah.
He would play him as a left winger.
True. Danny Reacts is saying you can sense the top gooners are nervous. We don't get 2nd place. No, they're not, Danny. Do you know
already have excuses.
And but the thing is that they already got the excuse for that. They already got the excuse for that, which we said. I don't think you heard it, but like we'll say it again. We've got Champions League semi-final. That's going to be the excuse. That's going to be an excuse, Danny. That's my thoughts, man. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts. But yeah, man, Newcastle today. What are we saying? We can't. We never know today what's going to happen. I'm going for a 2-1 Newcastle, to be honest. But that was before Isaac. Now Isaac's not there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think we might get a draw. We might get a draw, innit?
I'm hoping for a draw, bro. I'm hoping for a draw. And the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Arteta never set up that way. Do you know what I mean? Because you know he'll take it to Southampton on the last day, which ain't a foregone conclusion anyway. Because we know what our record's like.
Not the way we're playing. No,
you know what I mean, so I don't know, man. I mean,
we've got Champions League next season. Where are the players? Why don't we sign players? So I'm saying that, I mean, Frimpong's already signed for Liverpool. Like you said, I saw it yesterday. That's a good signing, by the way. Yeah. Frimpong, and I heard they're getting Kekeres as well on the left.
Yeah. Wow.
It's going to be
Madrid had a problem with defense. They've signed a left back, a centre back, and a right back like that already signed.
And that it's not.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, sorry, Shane, but it's too simple to just go up and find simplicity.
Did you? I don't know if you were watching Leeds last night. We randomly went through the FA Cup winning team, right?
Yeah.
And every single player, including the bench, right, apart from Reece Nelson, who is still our player, that's out and known. Every single player has left now because Tierney's going, you know, right, and he will win at Celtic. But every single player has been moved on. Martinez, all these guys. Every one of them has won a minimum of one trophy since they've left. Every single one of them. Most of them won 3 or 4. Every single one of them.
You guys went all for all the.
We went just randomly, and we were going, okay, so Martinez, he won the World Cup. David Luiz has gone on and won 4 trophies in Brazil. We went through with Jack has won 3 with Germany. We went through the whole thing. And Tierney was playing at centre back, I think, right of the 3 centre backs. But then even Maitland Niles had gone on and won something, and they'd all gone on to win every single one of them. And then we said, "Oh, Reece Nelson hasn't." And I went, "Yeah, but he's still our player. He still has to come back." We were like, "Oh, that's why." That's why.
That's why.
Unbelievable. And every single player that he's signed since obviously hasn't won anything because they've been with us. Crazy. So he's replaced the team of players that went on to win with all players that haven't won anything since they've won.
Losers. Wow.
Madness.
Even Amorim can win, you know. Even if you don't win the Europa, if Sporting win the league, he still gets credited with the title.
Of course, yeah. Before he left, yeah.
Amorim was doing bits at Sporting. I don't know what happened to him, Man United. I'll be real. I feel like he can do way better with that team. That's my opinion. So. Obviously, I'm not a Man United fan. You can do way better.
You see how Sporting were playing like under him, like for them to kind of be getting to where they were, and it took him 3 years apparently. I didn't know.
See, what I always say for him is that the only player he's been able to sign him, and Dorku, for his system, looks good in the system. So the only player he's been able to sign looks good. So if he gets 3 or 4 more, and then he has another season, then gets another 2. That's what you need to do. Like that's what I thought Arteta might do, but then I saw that summer before the season we bottled the Champions League.
Too simplistic to learn.
When your man did the videos that I use.
That guy.
I have to find him. I have to find him.
Yeah, if anyone
knows him,
that guy's a legend. That guy's a legend. I don't know why he's not on YouTube. That guy's a legend.
I don't know where he is, man. He's only done 2 videos I can find, man. Roll the dice. Go for it.
I'll tell you who's up there with him as well. The old volcano, man. Big up Kyle Walker.
Oh man,
I watched one of him the other day. We know he's sitting in front of the telly.
Yeah. He doesn't know he's being filmed either.
Absolute legend, bro. Yeah. He was just lovely. I don't know if anyone was even saying anything. You're not fit enough to wear the shirt. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. I love him.
Nah. Facts, man. Facts. Big up Carl Walsh, by the way. Big up him. Big up. Arsenal could end up in the Europa League if they lose their remaining games and other teams win their games.
Yeah.
Could you survive in the Europa League with Arteta's players? We won't win it.
They can fall out in 6th.
Can they?
If we lose both games and then Chelsea and everybody else wins there too, we can. Like, so the odds of it are very slim, but it can happen. And I would take it right now if it meant him getting sacked. 110%.
Do you think he would be sacked if he gets Europa League?
He'd have to be.
But do you think
But then when I was thinking about it today, Rashid, I was like, he mightn't be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you start thinking this.
He can't win nothing at the moment. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't lifted anything. You know what I mean?
22-23, we had the Europa League and we had a better team and he didn't win it. So, you know, we had a better team.
The only difference is
we were in form.
The only difference, yeah, you're right. You're right. The only difference is the way that it is now. It's just a second tier competition.
Very true. But yeah, but we went
still,
down to
I wouldn't
didn't we?
Yeah, I wouldn't be like 100% confident that we could win it.
No,
but
I don't think we would.
I'd rather finish there right now, because when we were in the Europa League, we was buying better players than we are now. Do you know what I mean? And we might actually have a fucking chance of winning it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just being deadly serious.
I don't think we'll win it, to be honest. You know that. My thoughts, I don't think we'll win it under Arteta. We'll get to the semi-final.
You have to get through a semi-final. Yeah, that's what I mean. His semi-finals is kryptonite, man. You know, he scored 1 goal in the last 7 semis. We'd go out no matter who we play. Even if we were playing fucking Bozo Gims, he'd go out because he'd be, semi-final. Oh, what do I do? And then we'd lose.
I don't know what happens to him in the semi-final, but I think that's the best he can get for you. Europa League, that's the best he can get, in my opinion. But yeah,
I just think he struggled to get it up, so he just wants to say that semis are perfect. Like he's telling his wife, semis are where it's at. Like.
He's such a good talker, isn't he? He's good at talking, bro. Like I don't know what he's doing. Just go to government, bro. Go work. Go be in it. Go to politics. Yeah. That's your thing. I mean, politics is your thing. I mean, you make way more money, obviously under the carpet, but under the table. We know. We can't talk about this as well. This is only off live. Yeah, off live. But yeah. Danny's saying, yeah, true. There was always an excuse or something to bring up. Yeah, book of excuses. I'm gonna someday make like a show. It's gonna be called Book of Excuses. We're gonna be talking about the whole any excuse they'll be still saying. We'll get the excuse and we'll be talking about that and we'll be pointing out facts that all that excuse is bullshit. And it's so easy. It is so easy for us to point out, and we've been doing that.
I've got a whole system set up.
All of us.
Top Goon the Bingo's coming soon. Top Goon the Bingo's coming soon, so we're going to sit down doing the show. I've also got a thing now called Buy Me a Coffee, right? Buy Me a Coffee, right? So whatever you put in on that, if anyone gets a full house on the Top Goon the Bingo, then you'll win that money. Like it's coming.
It'd be good to do a cross-reference one as well, where you have the things that can go wrong, and then down here the excuse, so you can link them up.
Me and Seymour just kind of get all the categories in the right place. Do you know what I mean? Once we get it, then I
have
Top Gunner Dross, which I'm doing. I do the Top Gunner Dross every day with the amazing jingle that everybody's so mad about, right? But I said to the people, listen, like if you find something, a comment or something online, Top Gooners, just send it to me on Instagram. I'll just get inundated with them because there's so many Top Gooners out there. Have you seen this gal thing? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Like, okay, because the gal apparently has changed the phases now. He thinks he's changed the phases. Remember phase one?
I saw that
remember phase one used to be rebuild. Remember phase one was rebuild, right? Because I caught him out on these. I said, okay. So he kept saying, I said, is phase one rebuild? Yes, rebuild. And I said, okay. So we need a rebuild this summer. So are we back to phase one? No, we don't. We need a retool, right? But now he's changed. He's got rid of rebuild because he knows a rebuild is coming. So he's changed it, moved the goalpost yet again, and now it's something to do with. They're all things you can't really prove. They're all about like mentality, and they're not like definite things like finished here and leakage. They're just sort of really broad things that you can just, if you argue hard enough, you can make it sound like it's being achieved. But like I said to him, so now he's changed it. He's changed it now, so we can't do the rebuild thing. Typical Top Gunner, move the goalpost.
Typical. Unfortunately, like Igal was just one of them. Sometimes I'm just scrolling and then I find another Top Gun. There's so many of them out there. So many of them out there. With big accounts as well. It's madness, bro. But AFC saying
I've got it here. Sorry. I've got it here just quickly. And phase one, culture.
There you see the things you can't argue. You can't argue.
It's changed it. I've got it here. I know you probably can't see it because of my green screen, but I've got it right here. Phase one, culture. Phase two, character. Phase three, challenge. Yeah. Phase four, champions. Phase 5, consistency. They're all with C's as well. Do you know what I mean? How about phase 6?
But we didn't win phase 4. We weren't champions in phase 4.
We haven't been. So he's been in phase 3 then for, even if you want to say the first two, culture and character, there's no character. Characters win things, man. You know what I mean? The characters win. We have no characters in the team. He will not sign a character. He only signs yes men. So he's only on phase 1. He's only on phase 1. And the culture is toxic. We're all fighting with each other. So he's in phase 0, man. Phase 0.
Moves, man.
Unbelievable.
Facts, man. Facts. Oh my days, man. The girl, man, it cracks me up. Rashid since Arteta era, Man City 10 trophies, 9 finals. Liverpool 6 trophies, 6 finals. Chelsea 3 trophies, 9 finals. Shit, Liverpool 9 finals. Man United 2 trophies, 3 finals. Newcastle 1 trophy, 2 finals. Palace 1 trophy. What the fuck?
AFC always
And
put
what?
this up on my chat earlier, and I said I'm stealing that. That is fucking terrifying. That is
Makes you want to
terrifying.
just turn into Ian Bill, innit? I got nothing left. Like that is embarrassing, guys, isn't
You
it?
just
Like,
can't argue that. If you put that in front of Tom Gooners, they can't. And they give out about Chelsea being in bits. They give out about United being in bits. They go, Newcastle are just, they're pretenders and stuff like that. Come on now, have a look.
Have a look.
Unbelievable. Sorry, Rashid, cut across you.
That's all bullshit. Oh my days. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, you know. When you put it in writing, it's different than when you say it or hear it.
Yeah.
It's different.
But yeah, I trust your process, the sandwich. Exactly. I trust that process. Making me a sandwich. That's what that's the kind of process I trust. But yeah, man. Arteta yet again has luck going his way with Isaac. Out, yeah, this guy always gets the rub of the green. Facts, more. I don't know how the fuck he does it, man. Big up to you. I trust you to process the sandwich. Yeah, big up to you, my friend.
Hey,
I don't
listen,
know how he's the luckiest guy ever.
the sandwich is probably a compliment sandwich. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the culture
Yeah,
at the top, you know? You know what I mean? Fucking joke.
Madness, bro. You not, big up you not, man. Where you been? Where you been, you not? I haven't seen you for time, bro. Hope you're well.
Where the hell is Boy 10, man? We need a good laugh. We need a Boy
Oh,
10
Boy
with his
10, he's probably
open
hanging
up
out
by
with
15 million.
deluded Guna. He's probably hanging out with deluded Guna. He'll catch me with a transfer talk. He wants the transfer talk. He doesn't want to hear
He's
the build
brilliant.
up to the game. He's not interested. Big up Boy 10, man. Danny's saying all the money spent, all the phases, all the injuries being ran into the ground, all failed windows and signings. But yet we have to be a little patient. Yeah, patience. Wait, nearly there. He needs the puzzle. He needs 3 players. Like the pundits say, he needs 3 players.
Yep.
Speaking of pundits and ex-footballers who are serial winners love Arteta for some reason. You know what the reason is. They signed that contract. Come on, what are we doing here? They blood. They signed that contract. They sold their soul. Yes, they did. That's why I don't respect anyone that's backing this. I'll be real. I do not respect anyone that's backing this. But yeah, man. Views has to go. Views. Big up, man. Big up for being here, bro. Big up, man. You always make this show lit. But yeah, man. Tell us what any last words?
Yeah. I obviously got to go because we're gonna do the bloody community service. You know what I mean? So if you want to join me for the community service and do the watch along, then I'm going over there to do that. And then of course, me and the broski Shane Guna are gonna do the match reaction, 6:25. Yeah, and try and break down this bollock. So yep, catch me then, people. Thanks again for having me, legends.
Legend.
I'll see you soon, man. Peace and love, man.
Salute. Peace, man. Peace. Shane Gooner's got a bounce as well. Shane,
I gotta go. It's a match. Gotta do.
Thanks
Gotta
for being
do.
here, man.
No, but I gotta go.
I'm gonna wrap up anyway. I'm just gonna go through the comments and then I'm gonna wrap up. But yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Of course. Thanks for being here.
Absolute pleasure as always.
What you got coming up? Want to tell us?
At the full Irish as always tomorrow morning. Every time 10:30 every morning, and then I'll be on with Aaron for the Monday show that we do with me, him, Normski, DJB, and then we normally get 1 or 2 other people in. Yeah. I think Thursday then I'll be on with Jezza. He's got a great new idea for a show, and I pretty much begged him to be on it, but you know what I mean. You have to do the chasing up, you know. But I think then I might be on with the North Side at some stage next week. We were meant to be on last week, but things got in the way. So every morning, and then I'll have the Bruce Banana Thursday night. Busy, man. Busy. Keeping spreading the good word, just like yourself, Rashid. Spreading the good word.
Big up, man. Thanks for being here, man.
Cheers, Thanks for having me on, man. Absolute legend.
Cheers. Love. Pundits and ex-footballers who are serial winners of Arteta for some reason. They sold their soul. So we're going to go through these so I can catch the game. Big up Mems. Mems is saying, can we get some unnecessary match predictions? After Isaac's not playing, I think it's going to be a 2-2. I think 2-2 or 1-1. A draw. AFC saying Arteta needs Viagra because he struggles to get past the semi. I thought he dominates his wife. That's what I thought. But he doesn't dominate the league. He doesn't dominate the league that we don't care about you if you dominate your wife. We don't want to hear that. Big up you not. Finals and success are Arteta's kryptonite. He is a trophy cock. Facts, man. Facts. Egal was a parasite who latched onto Arsenal, build the social media following. Facts, Mo. And there's not only Egal. There's a lot of Egals out there, bro. There's a lot of Egals out there. Egal is at the game today. Will be surrounded with fans like him. all new kit, chanting Arteta's song, clapping at the end. My days, no standards, bro. Man. You not saying culture is mental strength and get into finals. Facts. That's what Pep Guardiola used to do. Yeah, he used to come in with a win. He used to win the League Cup. I know now. I know why he used to win the League Cup. So you can instill that kind of winning mentality. The team feels like they can win. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, big up to you, not bro. Big up Tyson. Big up Tyson. Bit late to the show. Big up to you. Vigilante saying someone needs to evict a gal out of the Emirates. Nerve. Oh, he's all BS, bro, man. It is what it is. There's a millions of Igals. There's millions. We can't. We're fighting an uphill battle. Trust me, all of us. Men's is saying this year has been an underdog season. Yeah, expect the winners did the unexpected. Palace go Eagles, man. Big up to them, bro. Big up to them. I know how hard it is to win with like teams like that, bro. Like what they have, they shouldn't be winning, man. Let's be honest. Big up. If you compare Newcastle to Liverpool, they shouldn't be winning. But big up Jezza. Big up Jezza in the chat. Big up Jez. Bet he wants to take that cut out home. Facts. Jez, Arsenal are cast with idiots like a gap and then the new fans. Facts. He will be making an arsehole in it from behind. Facts, man. You know that, man. Jez, match prediction for today. Creamer, 11-1. Jez are doing the Turkish. Yeah, joking. 1-1. Same as me. Jez, more than one hole. Tyson, that dominates his wife shit, looks more and more like domestic violence. Bro, we're in an abusive relationship. Trust me. We're in an abusive relationship with this manager, man. They like when he takes the piss out of them and they'll just lap up and believe it. That's what they do. If anybody that knows about abusive relationships, yeah, the reason they don't get solved that quickly is because the wife allows it. The woman allows it. She allows it to go on for so long because she lies to herself. And they're lying to themselves. Therefore, it's going to go on for longer. But yeah, man, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone. Smash a like and like to the guys as well, man. Subscribe to them. But big up to everyone in the chat, man. Big up. Peace. We got to leave, go watch the game. But yeah, man, my prediction, a draw. But yeah, man, peace. Peace and love to every one of you, man.